go into a situation expecting someone to play you. How then does the artist, for example, protect himself even?
Well, I can't be played. A person trying to play me plays themselves.
Like, puts it out and it's all falling everywhere. If she wants to create some scene or whatever and have her authority.
I think that's dramatic.
Months, 4 months, 3 months.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you so much.
Higgins and Berkowitz in the garage with the car.
If you have receipts, put them up.
Guess what you're going to do? Run me my ketchup.
Could someone provide me with that 143 page today, please?
You're an outsider. I'm an insider.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Some of it I noticed in there were emails that I had that I think you got from a FOIA request that you had on me back months ago.
No.
Well, it sure looked like it anyway. The other thing I was a little bit surprised at is...
You no neck hoe. No, you're mad because ain't no one ever given any money to you. No one ever give your no neck hoe ass any money.
Any other searches similar to How Long to Die in the Cold that evening on that tab?
Your Honor.
I'm going to...
May I first inquire, you meant morning, I assume?
Sorry, that morning, yes.
Just clarifying, I did not look at evening searches.
Run me my barbecue. Shut your hole. I don't want to hear your mouth. I don't want to see your side glance.
These guys mean it. You shook like a little leaf, you little puss. You are a puss, Dave. And if I ever see you, I will smack you up and down this highway on 75. You are a little phony. And guess what? Oh, I'm in AA, and you're drinking your balls off on TV. You little fucking scumbag. You are. I don't give a who you are. You're a fraud. You belong in a jail, guard. You ain't no cop. You, motherfucker. Right? You got me today, buddy, and you're going to get, everyone's going to get me. I might go off on the...
Good morning, class. I'm never taking this off. I'm never taking this off. I don't care. I don't care. Although I'm not even kidding. This is one of the best hoodies ever. This is one of the best hoodies ever. It's thin. So it's nice. Now that it's getting colder. Plus, he left it in my house, so it's like, clearly we're dating, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not telling you if he left it. I'm not, no, it's none of your business. Stop asking about my business. 3 streams now, shit, I'll go for 10, I don't care. But, sorry I was late. He was like, Alan said something I didn't like. And I was like, well, what do you mean? What happened? I was like, sorry. And he was like, starting to tell me. And then he does this thing because I think he might like look up to Alan a little bit, right? He's like, I'll just text him about it. And I'm like, you don't have his number. Stop lying, right? And I was like, well, what happened, right? Why don't you just tell me? And he's like, well, he was talking to like some guy, Billy. And I was like, oh, like, well, what about? And I could only listen to him for like a half hour, but we can watch the rest of it later if we want. He was getting emotional. And he's like, well, no, I agree with him here. I agree with him here. And I'm like, just say what you, just say it, hon, you know? And he's like, you know, being raised like Greek Orthodox, I wasn't allowed to really spill my feelings, blah, blah. And I'm like, Pete. No, I'm sorry. He doesn't have a name. I'm like, guy, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's okay. Just, it's all right. It's all right if you're mad. It's all right if you're upset. It's all right if you don't agree with them. I'm going to have to make baklava later to cheer him up. I don't know. He's upset. I learned how to make it. But things are going great. What did everyone do this weekend? Tell me. Everyone say something good that they did over the weekend. I find when you have free time, you got to do something that just instinctively, no matter what it is, makes you happy. Like, ooh, sorry. or something you enjoy. This is why I loved COVID, because I had so much time to get back to the person I used to be. Out of nowhere, I started fucking coloring again, started drawing again, relearned how to do the piano again, started doing origami again, started reading about this, like being creative and all these like nice things I like to do. And I really like learned the importance of that, right? Like you have to make time for it, because the whole world is going to try and fill up your day with a lot of bullshit. A lot of that bullshit I feel like you think you have to kind of do when you don't. Like it's important. It's very important. I went and I rented a scooter and I drove for about an hour and a half around Providence on a motorized scooter. Just drawing, no helmet. Didn't know where I was going. Don't know how to ride one of those. Could have gotten hit by a car. Invigorating. I loved it. And it was like nice and cool and crispy. I had my boyfriend's sweatshirt on the whole time, and the wind was blowing through my hair. It was very, very gay. Very gay. Okay. I loved every minute of it. But sometimes you got to go do these things. It's so cool. They got a little app. You download the app. It tells you where a scooter is. You fucking boom, boom, boom. Done. The scooter lights up. You go on it, and that's it. That's it. Love it. Oh, we have a lot to talk about, though. We do. So today, we're going to be covering, for our class, media criticism. Okay? Now, this does not mean that every opinion is a constructive, constructive criticism or an on-the-fly emotional opinion, right? When you watch something, when you consume something, you need to understand the content of where it's coming from. Is this you in the front seat of your car smoking a butt with your friend, spilling the tea, like while you're driving around the town? No. Why? Does it seem like that sometimes? It does, but it's not. There's this book. It's like a media book about like media theory, and it's called The Medium is the Message. Okay. It's called The Medium is the Message. Now, what that means is communication, although in and of itself is one thing, like the ability to communicate. There's one-way communication, right? Which is something at you. Think about like watching TV. That's a one-way type of communication. Then there's two-way, which is back and forth, right? Also, there's that's like a type of media, right? The medium is the message. Media means communication, by the way. So, for example, put a 1 in the chat room if you've ever received a text message, misconstrued its tone, and then reacted based on that. Put a 1. That's ever happened. Okay. Excuse me, decent amount of people. Now, because the medium in that particular exchange is texting, right? It's not handwriting. Handwriting has a little bit more character to it, right? Handwriting has a little bit more you involved in it. Text is all what? Helvetica, one font. Some people don't use punctuation. Some people don't use this. Some people don't use that. Some people don't capitalize. Some people put extra letters in certain words, right? But that might mean something to the person typing it, and that might mean something different to the person receiving it. You never know what it is. If you get asked out on a date by a handwritten note in class or someone DMs you on MySpace, right? Back in the day. Which one's going to feel more romantic? What's going to, like how you deliver something makes up a good percentage of the message, is what this book was about. So for people who are like creating YouTube content and channels, their medium is the message, meaning it's where they go to discuss things, right? To expound upon things, to look into things, to share things. And yeah, there is like a chat room, and you can, and it is a chat room. I don't care. I'm not calling it a chat. I'm not. It's a chat room. I'm old, and it's a chat room. This is still AOL. It's a chat room, in my opinion. Whatever. You can choose to engage with it, react to it, whatever. That could also be like a two-way communication. But for the most part, I feel like a lot of times when someone has an opinion on something or they're talking about something, it's not meant to be consumed and reacted to instantly. Nicola, the author, was McLuhan, McLuhen. So if it's a big, broad concept, you might have to sit with it for a few days, right? It's not because and think about this too, your initial reaction to anything, especially if it's a big reaction, is indicative of another emotion. So what I mean is, if you have a large reaction to something, it doesn't match what's going on, right? If your reaction say you're like, what the fuck, blah, 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 blah. 9.9 times out of 10, that's like a trigger of something else, probably. So in media criticism, I would say for us, it's very important to just watch. That's why observing is really, really important. Just observe. Take note of patterns, right? Take note of what the person speaking is really trying to get at, right? What they're really trying to say. Now, it's important to take it, sit with it, consider it, especially if it's a big concept. Now, Saturday in our Talking Shit stream, a Saturday morning shit talking. A lot of people came in and you guys were going off the wall. Some of you guys were going off the wall. Some of you guys were agreeing, but you had large reactions, right? The reactions to something I did not see were large. They were big. They were heavy. They were emotionally filled. They were emotionally charged. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I wanted you guys to tell me, right? I'm like, fill me in. Oh my God. This person saying this, and it was about a stream that JFK did with James and Kev about the body cam footage video. A lot of you guys had emotional feelings about that. So they watched the body cam footage of Karen's arrest, and JFK stated 72 hours, like Karen's not speaking, something like that, right? And he watched it without any commentary and kind of like soaked it up, which in media criticism, I would say that's exactly what you're supposed to do. He started off his presentation with many author's notes, right? I'll say that. He started off with author's notes. And he was like, listen, I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that I think Karen is guilty. I'm not saying that I think anything is bad. And I'm not like discrediting everyone. And I'm going to need, he said it. He goes, I'm going to need everyone to have thick skin for this. Because I watched it. I got gifted a membership. And I was like, because he put it on members only. So I was like, so yesterday, after I do my scootering, I'm like, popped it on and listened to the entire 3 hours of what you guys were upset about. And I watched it and I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for the part where everyone gets upset. And I keep watching it. And I keep watching it. And I'm like, what were they so mad about? I can't really find it. I don't understand where, like, him crossing a line came in. I didn't see it. I didn't, like, get it. He was, and I'm going to say this. I feel like he didn't even get to finish his point, because I feel like he was reacting to people being like, telling him that, like, he was wrong. That I don't even think he got to finish his point of what he actually truly wanted to, like, say. Because half of it, he was like, I mean, it was funny. It was funny, but he was like, you know, calling people out. But he was making pretty good points, and they were opinions that I've never explored before, but I thought they were very, very interesting, right? Very interesting. And I wanted to hear more. And I think you should be open to any form of discussion, regardless of what it is, especially if you don't agree with it. Like, if you're watching and you're like, I don't agree with what he's saying. Well, sit down and open up your ears and listen more. Because, like, why are you not agreeing with it? What is causing you to have such a reaction to it? That's an opportunity for you to explore yourself, kind of thing. And I think that people aren't always ready to accept other ideas or other thoughts or anything else. And, like, you have to, and you got to put your personal shit aside. You know, like, you gotta take the personal shit out of it. Like, you can't be taking anything personally, especially when he's stating his opinion and people in the chat room were like, I've been a supporter for so long, I'm leaving, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, I didn't invite you over for coffee, right? So that really doesn't matter that you are supported or are leaving or whatever. Like, that has nothing to do with what this man's trying to get across, which is just his opinion. Like him, don't like him. It was a pretty good stream. It was pretty, like, it was different. I don't know. It was very, very different from anything that we've ever talked about. He was questioning a lot of things and putting a lot of things into perspective about, like, if this is true, what about this, blah, blah, blah. And it was, and, like, as I'm listening and as he's saying it, and Kev was disagreeing with him, right? James Jackson was agreeing with him. James Jackson was disagreeing with him, and they were having their own discussion. Like, so you don't gotta, like, hijack them like that. Because him and Kev, like, at one point were like, the fuck? Like, what? James is like, oh, really? You want to go? I mean, JK was like, you want to go down, you know? Oh, what? Kev, you want to be a cop? Go ahead. Go. They're hiring. Because they're friends, and they can do that. And people can do that no matter what. I thought it was really, really interesting. Like, the reaction was interesting to me. I don't know. Let me see what you guys are saying, and then we'll get into what my man was telling me this morning. Okay. Oh, I missed something. Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of, actually kind of like not being on X right now. Oh, I don't even fucking look. I go on, I post my shit. I, like, if see anything important, and then I just leave, because that place is wild. What was everyone upset about? They thought that he was like attacking Karen, which they didn't even really listen to him, I feel like. I agree with JFK. Says Robin, I agree with JFK. Yeah, whether you agreed with him or disagreed, like, and here's the point, like, whether you fucking completely agreed and were like, yes, you're right, or you disagreed and you're like, no way. Either way, you're getting an opinion, a genuine opinion that isn't afraid to be shared. For me, that's all I care about is genuine. Like, I don't want an echo chamber, right? But I do want who people really are. I don't think I could ever really get angry or mad or upset at someone for genuinely telling me their opinion or their thoughts if they were at least genuine. You know, like I remember when I used to work at the bar, and the bar I worked at was like very straight, right? Like very straight. Like the clientele was like straight car men and like their like leather jacket girlfriends who like rode on the back of their motorcycles and like a lot of cigarettes and drugs and crazy stuff. And I remember being like kind of iffy about like people openly knowing that I was gay. Like some gay men will talk about being gay constantly. I more or less did not, because I'm like, I don't know how some people are going to take it. Not that I care, but I don't want to incite any kind of like weirdness or weird conversations, because people get weird, especially when they drink. But when they drink, they tell you the truth. So I remember one time, this guy, and I'm like shooting the shit, like making drinks, whatever. It was like a busy Friday night. And I had a lot of regulars. And this one guy who was like with a group of his regulars, like loved me, right? Thought I was hysterical, like fucking loved me. He was like, you're great, blah, 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 ha, ha, ha. And like, we were like getting along. And then someone next to him had mentioned something to me, and it was about someone I was dating. And he was like, boyfriend. And the guy was like, wait, he was like, you're gay? I was like, yeah. He's like, you're homosexual? He's like, yeah. And he was like, he kind of like went back like this. And he was like, he literally admitted, he was like, I don't like them. Right? Like, just like that. He was like, I don't, but you're not, he's like, but you're not like that. Well, you're not, very confused. He was having a big conflict, a very big inner conflict, because he thought I was funny and he thought I was cool, but he really didn't like gays at all. But he didn't think that I was one. When he learned I was one, he was shocked that he could allow himself to like and enjoy the presence of one. Now that conversation could have went a couple of ways, right? I could have, the minute he said that, I could have been like, you what? Well, what? Well, you piece of bull, and freaked out. I could have had a complete freak out. I could have taken it personally. There's that word again, right? I could have taken it personally. I could have, I don't know, said something, clap back, and people would have been like, yeah. Fuck him, blah, blah, blah. No, not at all. I invite more conversation like that because I actually ended up hearing his true thoughts on why he didn't like them, what happened, blah, blah, blah. And we like kind of talked through it. And I was open to hearing it because I like to hear people's genuine opinion. That was his genuine opinion. How are you ever going to change anything if you don't hear their genuine side, right? If they're too afraid to even be their genuine self, so they have to coddle to you, you're never going to get anywhere. Ever. Because you don't respect that person then, or yourself. And plus, you're never going to learn or change or see someone's side if you're up here with them, if you're talking down to them. I'll give an example of the stream, right? And JFK having his like opinions and discussion on what he thought. If people are up here like, you're wrong, well, you're this, you're that, blah, blah, blah. You're putting yourself above. You're not meeting on the same level. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. if I keep trying to please people or anyone keeps trying to please someone, you're talking up to them like, oh, yes, well, I don't want you to get mad, blah, blah, blah. Again, never going to work. You're not on the same level. If you're on the same level, right, and that's a mental thing, then anything can happen. Because when you are come together to something, even if you come together on disagreeing or just accepting that shit happens, it makes it all okay. Like separation, not communicating because the medium is the message, is where things go wrong, right? Together, people can do anything. I mean, I've said this once before. One person standing in a room in the middle of the woods and one person clapping is not going to do anything. Or one person doing this is not going to do anything. If you get everybody in the world at the same exact time to do this, you could cause a lot of damage. You could break sound barriers. Things would freaking collapse. The world would explode upside down. You could move mountains if you all did it together. That's like a thing. That's like a thing. So think about that. There's a reason that there are like different parts of an entire organism. Like think about the bees, right? The bees are all little different things. They all have little different jobs, but they all are a part of one hive. The hive has one goal, and the goal gets things done. Like you get things with your goal, you can do more and do more and do more, and everything goes together. There are some bees that take out dead bees, little undertaker bees. They each have a job. Every bee has a different fucking job, and sometimes they move jobs if they're not good at it. If they're not a good undertaker, they're like, okay, you go up and you do this, and you make the royal jelly. And you go over here and you do this, and we're going to pick the queen. And we're going to be the ones that are at the entrance of the hive, letting the guys not come in. That's what they do. The guys don't survive. At the end of the summer, the male bees, the drones, they all die. They all die because the worker bees, the women, close up the entrance to the hive because it gets cold and they freeze. So in the hive, it's warm, but there's not enough room. There's not enough cells. So they close it. And they die. And they're like, we don't need you. We'll make more men. Because the women make the people in the hive. And that's okay. That's okay. It has to work that way. If that didn't happen, the hive would be stuffed full and there would be no more bees. So things are a cycle. Everyone has a job. Everyone has a thing to do. We all have to work together. Kind of thing. So let's all not be so quick with our emotional reactions, right? Because you can have a reaction. You have emotion, like emotional reactions to something, but you don't have to always act on it. You don't always have to spew it out there. It's better if you don't. It's more for something for you to examine than other people. Like your initial emotional reactions are for you. They're not for others. Others aren't going to understand it because others aren't you. You're having that a reaction for a reason. Big emotional reactions happen to tell you something about yourself, about your body, about what you believe, about your prejudices, about your biases, about this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. I was in grad school and there was this class where we would watch a movie and it was I always do like a multi-character movie with like a lot of different perspectives. And when it was done, we would discuss it. But what we would discuss is what reactions did you have? Where did you go like this? What got you? Where did you have a reaction to? And we watched a movie. It was what's that movie about Virginia Woolf with the redheaded actress? And it's about mothers, and there's 3 stories. The Hours. Thank you. Julianne Moore. Thank you, Heather. The Hours. So one of the movies we had to watch was The Hours, and we all watched it together. And they asked about it, and I had a motherfucking reaction. I was so upset with Julianne Moore's character when she left her kid, her son. She left her son to go live her life. I was pissed. I was like, she shouldn't have done that. Blah blah blah. Blah. I was like, no, that's not what you do. No. And the teacher was like the instructor, the professor, Christina Callis. She was like, interesting. And she just asked me questions, not about the character, about my reaction. And you uncover so much. Like, you uncover so much about why did you have that reaction? Because the reaction I had was a judgment. So you got to think about your reactions, right? I had a judgment on that character. You have whether you think it's a correct or incorrect judgment does not matter. Whether your judgment is right or wrong doesn't matter, because it's a judgment, which means you're not being open. So why aren't you being open? Where does that judgment come from? Why do you hold that judgment inside of you as a moral rule so strongly? And you kind of understand a lot, you kind of get to figure out oh fuck, that's actually about me. My reaction to that has nothing to do with the character. It had nothing to do with the movie. It had nothing to do with the decisions. It had to do with me and my own shit. So that's what it is a lot of the time. So if you think about the last emotional reaction you had to something, examine it from another perspective and think about what the judgment was in your reaction, and think about, isolate everything else, right? Isolate the things that describe it. Isolate okay, so let's take JFK's dream and him discussing that he thought it was strange. It struck him odd that Karen didn't say anything for the 72 hours. She was quiet. He was like, I don't why isn't you doing this? Blah, blah. And say you were like, fuck you, I'm leaving. How dare you? She was doing this. Okay. You're judging. You have a judgment on JFK's thoughts about this. You're watching and you have an instant judgment. And you're like, no, fuck you. Fuck that, blah, blah. Boom. Okay. So that would mean that he's not doing what you think he should be doing. What you think he should be doing is praising her. So you're taking umbrage with him having a criticism of someone else, but why does it matter to you so much what someone else thinks about somebody else? Why does that matter? And I can say it and I can be a bitch and I can be like, it shouldn't matter to you. Shut up. Go live your own life. That's the not nice way to say it, right? The nice way to say it is you have to really consider why you're trying to control that. So not only does it matter to you what someone else's opinion of someone else is, but now you're going out and you're trying to control it and you're letting it affect things. So it's taken over you big time, right? That's no good. Because if you're already in the headspace of thinking about someone else's thoughts and trying to control them, you've shit the bed. You're out. You're not this. It's just you're not centered, grounded, any kind of shit like that, right? So, having said that, it's okay if someone has a different opinion. Guys, this is the Church of St. Karen. What happens to the churches? What happened to the church? The church started and then went off into separate places. You got Lutherans, you got Protestants, you got your Catholics, you know, you got your 90-day Adventuras or whatever. You got your Book of Mormons. You got your Baptists. And they all went off because they had slight disagreements on certain dogma in the church. That's going to happen. That's going to happen when you have any kind of overlying thing. Does it mean everyone hates each other? No. Because you're all connected in some way. For example, say you go to church, say you go to Catholic church on Sunday, right? And you're looking at the woman next to you and you're like, oh, I don't like her because she sits too close to the deacon and she wants to sleep with him. And you're looking at her and you're like, oh, stupid slut. I hate that slut. And then next week you find out that that church is getting closed down because there's a different sect of Catholicism church coming in across the street and they're going to take up all your business. Well, now you got to band together with the girl you just called a slut, right? Yeah, you don't really like her, but you're on the same team because you want your church to stay in business. So you're like, yeah, fuck them, right? Yeah, fuck them. Say the next town over is going to have a mega church, which means they're going to shut down every church in your town. Well, now you look across the street and you're like, listen, I know we don't like those Baptists that just moved in here, but let's team up with them at least to get those guys out. Okay. So now it's everyone in your town fighting against that town. So now you're friends with the slutty girl and the church across the street. Say there's a next state up, say in New Hampshire. They want all churches to be happening in New Hampshire, and they're going to take all the churches out of Massachusetts. Well, I know we don't like that church in the other town, but, you know, we should band together with them because we do need them in Massachusetts, right? So let's get together. So now you're friends with the slut, the across the street church, and the across the town church to go against New Hampshire. Say now it's in another country. Either way, it doesn't matter. Like, the wider you get, it's still the same. It's still a microcosm of reality. Like, things are going to go off. But at the end of the day, we're all kind of still in the same fucking boat. Like, to me. And that's my media criticism discussion. Good morning. Good morning, Carla. Do you have an Aura, a Nuva ring? Do I have an OURA ring? I don't know what that is. I'm assuming you're asking if I have a Nuva ring. Which, I mean, Peter thinks I do. But I don't. Getting pregnant. What up? Good morning. The baby I know. Okay. And that's it. That's all that concludes. Should we go and check in? I really want to because I only got to watch about 20 minutes of it. But Peter was upset, or said he was, in the title of his thing, of his stream with Alan Jackson. So he watched his interview with Billy Bush, and I was like, oh no, my man's upset, right? Like, my live stream can wait. I'm, adding 50 minutes onto this. My man needs me. When my man calls me and says he needs me, I am there for him. No matter what, I'll drop anything. He knows that. He knows this. And I was like, oh, and I'm watching, but I think we should watch. Is he going to get, he might yell at me. This might be our first fight if he's like, you can't stream my shit. And I usually don't, but I think because we're dating, I can. I think we should, right? I mean, he has like 1 million people we're just a little corner over here. I think we can get away with it. I do think we can get away with it. Put an emoji of a Greek flag in the chat room if you think we can get away with it. Okay, Basti thinks so. Mercury thinks so. Courtney thinks so. Mommy Pickles says no, don't. Meatball says you don't have to ask permission to use his things if he's using you. He's not you. You think he's using me? Why? What'd he say? He told me I meant a lot. Okay. Oh, well, if the Glara says it. Nicola says don't. Why? Yeah, he is watching Billy's. No, we're gonna stop. Like we're gonna like stop and talk to him throughout it. Like that's the thing. We're gonna start from the beginning because I only saw half hour in, and like we're gonna like after he talks, we have to talk to him. But you can't tell him that you're here. Like he thinks it's just me and him. So you can't tell him that you're here. Okay. Maybe just like a minute. He's a striker. That's what you heard. Well, he said he wanted to try new things with me. So hun, okay. Guys, go away. Hun, we're gonna me and my friends are gonna talk about you for a minute, okay? Please don't get upset. We love you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's do it. Also, I ordered. I'm not telling you. I'm gonna let you guys wait. I'm not fucking telling you what I did. No way. No way. Okay. I also want to know why he was mad. Like he didn't say why he was mad. Okay. Hold on, I have to go through his phone, aka read the comments. When I read the comments, that means I'm going through his phone. Oh my god, shut up about who cares about I don't even talk. Idiots. Hold on, I gotta make it loud so we can hear it. Okay, I left off at okay. We're gonna start this from the beginning. Oh, hi. Okay. Guys, I want you to meet someone. So it hasn't been that long, but I think it's really important. And sometimes it's just like when you know, like when you know. And I think I know. And so this is Peter. And listen, I'm not gonna put any labels on it. Like I'm not putting I'm not because I always do that. And then it ends up like, well, why did why did I do all this for you? So just like be cool, like don't act any different. Please don't act different. Like just act like yourself. Don't like try to impress him or anything like that. Like just like be you still, Don't overthink it. Like he's normal. Okay. And please don't embarrass me. Hi, Peter. Yeah, I know you do still have to come get it. Yeah. I think that's kind of why you left it. Yeah, and I saw your toothbrush too, and that's okay. No, I didn't overthink it. I don't think that means anything. I saw it in there, and I know that, so whatever. Come back again whenever.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back into an episode of the Lawyer You Know podcast. And today we are breaking down yet another interview by Alan Jackson, where he's going to talk about the Karen Reed case on the criminal side a little bit. He's going to talk a lot case on the civil side, but he's also going to mention some other topics and things a lot by Alan Jackson, where he's asked. And today, what's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Why was that so cute?
Into an episode of the Lawyer You Know podcast. And today we are breaking down yet another interview by Alan Jackson, where
I told him to get that checked out. He keeps getting raspier, and I'm like, something's going on with in here. And he was like, that's because I've been throwing it all week. That's why my neck is sore.
He's going to talk about the Karen Reed case on the criminal side a little bit. He's going to talk a lot case on the civil side, but he's also going to mention some other topics and things going on in the world that is just interesting to get his take on and how he sees it. And I have some.
Okay, so I'm not doing this for you and doing this for me. I need closed captions because I'm not paying attention to anything. I'm like, oh, nice hat. Oh, okay. I don't even know what he said. Maybe this is why he was like, he told me literally this morning, he was like, I feel like you don't listen. And I was like, huh? What?
Major beef with Alan Jackson for something that he said in this interview. Some major beef with Alan Jackson for something that he said in this interview. So stick around to get his take on and how he sees it. And I have some major beef with Alan Jackson for something that he.
Listen, it took him a lot to admit that. And he was like, he told me, he was like, that really upset me, what someone did. And I was like, what? And he wouldn't let me know. And he kept like kind of half smiling about it. So this is going to be my first time kind of like consoling him through something. And I want to be good at it. Like, I don't want him to think that I hate his friends if they say something mean to him. Like because I will. Right. But I can't be doing that destructive shit anymore. Like, I will talk mad shit about his friends if they're mean to him, So like if he got upset by something that Alan said, I might have to hate Alan, but I can't show that. So I'll only tell you guys, but I have to do it secretly because I don't need him to know. I don't need him to know everything. We're going to support everything. Like, yes, that's great. I love them. Yeah. So, because it's eventually going to happen, right? They're going to get into a huge fight and whatever. So like what you want in the end is eventually going to happen, but you can't let him know. We can talk about it, but you can't let him know. Like, we can't. Because then he's gonna be like, you hate all my friends and you talk shit about all my friends. And like then when he's drunk, he's gonna tell them. He's gonna be like, yeah, my new girlfriend, which he calls me girlfriend. He's gonna be like, yeah, my new girlfriend, she doesn't like you guys, but I like you guys. Like, say we get into one fight, and he's telling all of them. We get into one fight, and he's telling all his friends I don't like them. Then he's not telling me anything, you know? So we got to be supportive. Yeah, right.
Said in this interview. So stick around, see what it is, see who you agree with, because I'm going to push back here and tell him why I think he's dead wrong. And I think this is just an example of him using the media a little bit to spin the story so that people see it his way, feel bad for or empathize with or sympathize with his client, which is what a good lawyer should do. So I can't really blame him, but we're still going to push back. We're going to talk through it. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe wherever you're watching.
Peter, please don't ever tell us to push back, because we will.
Let's get into it. All right. So he went on Billy Bush's YouTube channel, which is very interesting.
Listen, we know what that means when someone says, that's interesting. I know you're upset. He's upset. He's upset. He's upset. This is coming from a place of hurt. That's all we need to know.
Just with the first part, and the first thing is that they're going to talk about the fact that people can have their own YouTube channels.
Oh, see? He's mad he wasn't invited to the sleepover. And that's okay. I get it. I get it. He's like, he went over Billy Bush's house. Billy has a nice house. I get it. Billy invites him over. And we all can have our own house. It's okay.
No matter if nobody knows who the heck they are when they start their YouTube channel.
We know who you are. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Poor thing. He's hurt. It's all right. It's okay. We're gonna get through it. This is gonna be 4 hours long.
Yours truly, or people do know who they are way before they start their YouTube channel, and it is kind of a second.
Hey, Jen Fox. This is my relationship, not yours. Don't tell me how to talk to my man. How's that? We do want the scoop. I get it. I get it, but I got to talk to him. Jen, I listened to you with my last boyfriend, and look where he is now, right? Remember the last one? You told me what to do, and I took your advice. And we broke up. I'm singing that same song, that fucking Supreme song. What is it? All day long I hear my telephone ring when my friends giving their advice. Right? Like the boy I love. Yeah. Thank you. Go ahead, hon.
Part of their career, whether it's Billy Bush, whether it's Skip Bayless, whether it's, Shannon Sharp, whoever it is.
Okay.
A lot of people go from being on network TV or a big show to having their own YouTube channels, and some go the reverse order, right? Like Pat McAfee, who kind of started with his own
We
thing,
get it.
doing his own thing, the Pat McAfee show, and then
You're upset. You're upset. You're upset. You're
Good.
upset.
You're looking good as usual.
We're starting a
This
little
Southern
late.
California sun works for you.
You're just hammering phone calls in the parking lot. We're like, it's Alan. He's like, what? 2 more minutes. You've got so much going
I
on right now.
apologize. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. But this is worth it. This is a lovely reprieve.
Yeah, we're going to get to everything today. It's just it's fantastic. We had it after the trial. We met for a martini up in your neck of the woods and had a great conversation. I said, look, sometime I'd love to get you in studio. You said, absolutely, you can bank on it. And
Look at that face. He goes, he's like, you guys, like, this is just torture. They met for a martini. He wasn't it. This is not, I told him, you can't be doing this to yourself. You can't be watching it. You know what I mean? You can't be watching it. You're torturing yourself. He goes, we went out for a drink and blah, blah. And I saw the instant heartbreak. I know him. We talk. We have pillow talk all the time. I don't know why he's doing this. Okay. This might be a ride. This might be a ride.
Here you are.
And look at this situation you got going. Like, this is the real deal.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good, right?
Absolutely.
Who needs TV? See you later, baby. This is where all the action is. Have
Oh,
you been paying
God.
before we get in?
Could he be forcing that smile anymore? Pete, I know you. I know you. You know I know you. You're the lawyer I know that I know, right? We didn't spend an hour and a half having pillow talk for nothing. I know that made you furious. I'm going to have to make so much baklava to get him in a good mood now.
All the things that are Karen Reed and,
Sure.
and the whole trial and everything. Have you been following it all with this Jimmy Kimmel situation?
I've seen the same thing that you have. I've not been following it incredibly closely, but I know what happened. I heard the comments and I know what the aftermath was.
Kimmel says we hit some new lows. He was just doing a monologue. It was Monday night. He says we hit some new lows.
Okay,
over
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I really don't care. He did talk about the Jimmy Kimmel stuff, and Peter had an opinion. But I didn't care about it because I don't. That's not what I think is the true problem here.
As the people seem to be outraged by anti-free, the anti-free speech of.
Well, some of the people are, obviously.
Yeah.
But I like taking on a challenge, and I love the idea of private companies doing what private companies are allowed to do. You get to hire and fire people. That's just the bottom line.
You don't think it looks a little fishy that they've got a merger going on? And
Okay, before he gets into the stuff going on in the background, that's, kind of inside baseball that I don't fully understand, right, about exactly how all TV networks work. Alan Jackson makes the point from the legal side, which is private companies do what private companies want to do, which is, and some kind of ad for them. That is not what is.
No, I'm listening. No, hold on. I am. I'm totally listening. I'm totally listening.
Not always if they agree, right? A lot of people on this channel do not agree with what I say. We talk about it in the comments. We disagree all the time, respectfully and as professionally as possible, especially when it comes to the legal side. And I'd love to hear your arguments why, you disagree with Alan Jackson, who I tend to agree with on this, that private companies do have rights to make decisions like this. And it would be very different if somebody was saying throw Jimmy Kimmel in jail for what he said. I would be vehemently opposed to that. And I think Alan Jackson would too. But I would love to hear the other side of it, what you guys think. And I don't know if there's going to be more to the story, because if I'm Jimmy Kimmel, do I really want to litigate this and end up in lawsuits?
It's interesting. I find it interesting that the Peter we know, that I know, you guys don't know him. I do. Let's just note that, okay? Just note that our Pete said that.
Forever over something like this, or do I want to just go start my own brand, my own media company? Probably. He's got a lot of friends in the business, so I'm sure he'll be just fine financially. And he can kind of try to use this to steamroll and turn it into something else. But a very interesting first question and first topic that they discussed. And we're going to hear the rest of why Alan Jackson.
Nicola says, we've lost him. He's in love. Peter's not going to let Jimmy hang out with us now. We can still hang out. Like whenever I'm in town, like I'll call you, like, and we can like maybe get like a coffee, like on a Zoom call once, maybe. But like, if that's what he wants, then whatever, Sorry.
Would rather go against Jimmy Kimmel than represent him in this situation.
They've got to get FCC approval, and Trump has recently, taken money from ABC, from CBS. He's got a lawsuit against New York Times, Wall Street Journal.
Are they a private company? Did they take offense to what he said? Did they think that it fit the rubric of what their platform is and what it stands for?
You may say Alan Jackson did not answer Billy Bush's question. I don't care about the simple lawyer think of.
No, I'm listening. I said I was.
And that is that, one of their big stations and a very profitable one is.
I am listening. I know. I also care about this. I know. That is Kimmel, right? I know. And opinions on that, right? Like, I know. I was listening.
But there are straws that break Camel's back, right? Camel's backs.
Camel's backs?
Camel's backs. There are straws that break Camel's backs. And maybe that was it. I don't know. I can't speak for them. I don't know.
So if you were going into that courtroom.
I love the idea of a challenge. I love the idea of the public.
But you like people cheering in the streets for your side, because that's what you had with Karen Reed, and the people would probably be cheering. Oh, I guess it would be. Who knows? Well, if it's in Salt Lake, no.
Yeah. Just wait. Right. It's all spinning. Right. It's to a certain degree. The theater of the courtroom, the theater of litigation is who does.
It's all spinning. And that's going to be important as we go throughout the rest of the interview. And you'll hear when Alan Jackson takes shots at people on cases he's currently working on, it's very purposeful. He wants you to like his side, agree with his side, empathize with his client, and hate the other side or think the other side's bad for whatever reason. And he doesn't, hold back when it comes to talking about a lawyer, or it comes to talking about a client, or it comes to talking about a witness. He doesn't hold back. He's not like, oh, they seem like a really nice person or a really good lawyer. He loves to take shots. And if he's buttering somebody up, it's probably because he wants to use that in a conversation later with them to try and help his client, which is a way that lawyers use the media. This is one of the ways they use it. And he happens to be very good at it.
It's a better job of mounting your defense or mounting your position. And I do a pretty good job.
I wouldn't mind submitting an invoice to Disney too.
This is what I talked to him about in our pillow talk, right? And I said this, and I'm like, don't take offense. I've just noticed it's about you. And he's like, what? You can tell me anything. And I'm like, can I? Okay. So I noticed, I'm like, sometimes when you make a statement about someone, I can't tell if it's good or bad. And he's like, what? And I'm like, it's just something I noticed, right? Like, I noticed when you say something about someone, I don't always know if what you think about it, because it's kind of like, I'm like, is that a good thing or is that like a bad thing? And then he did that thing again. No, don't talk. No. Mm-mm.
So, because
here it's all about spinning it and how the theater of the courtroom in mounting and showing your defense and your position. That's exactly what he's doing here.
Well, I'm wondering. We probably wouldn't mind submitting an invoice to Kimmel either. You could probably pay the check.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, we're in studio here with.
And interesting that they talked about submitting invoices that somebody could pay, and laughing about working for very big and wealthy clients for some of the comments I'm going to disagree with what Alan Jackson says later. So just highlight that in your mind. He'd like to submit an invoice to ABC or Kimmel because I'm sure they can afford it. Thanks to one.
Now I know my man's. And by the way, you look nice. You look nice today at work. I know my man's. He's squaring up. He's squaring up to take big shots. He doesn't always do that for anybody. I know him. I just know him. He got a little sponsorship. One Skin. I'm so proud of you.
Drug-free, prescription-free, and even makes your scalp feel healthy aspects.
Okay, scalp. You know what's funny is that, remember when I said that I didn't like smelly scalps? Remember? I was like, I don't always like giving people hugs because sometimes their scalps smell unwashed, and he did a sponsorship for scalp cleaning. It's the little things. He cares. He's great.
Of aging, One Skin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. For a limited time, jump ahead a little bit. They just talk about, how great the team was, how much they all seem to love each other. So there's a little bit of repetition. I'm going to skip, but we're going to play the vast majority of the interview.
Half years, people are coming after your
Yeah.
life and send you to jail for the rest of time.
And then they start talking about how people have gotten on to Karen Reed and Alan Jackson some because they haven't done enough interviews. I know for a fact that they want to be careful about saturating the market and having people be like, we're over these interviews. They're talking too much. Get them off my screen. Alan Jackson and Karen Reed have never seen a microphone they didn't love, never seen a camera they didn't love. They are trying to guard against that. They don't want to seem like they're too out there, but they want to stay out there just enough to keep the momentum behind their cause.
Right.
What do you think? And again, don't get I don't want an emotional response, like not an overly emotional one. But what do you think about that? Overly, I mean, like, I gotta say, like, overly, they don't want to overly saturate. No, I see what he's trying to say, right? He's trying to say that Alan and Karen don't want to be too much out there. But I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think that's it. I just, or at least I don't feel it. Or like, how can it be too much? Like, publicity, I feel like it's publicity, right? I mean, like, look at how much we got when the trial was going on. We got so much constantly, and we still want more. We're hungry bottoms. We still want more. Like, it's what too much what? Too much of what? We love that. We can't get enough. I kind of feel like we'll take it all day. But that's just between us, right? So if Peter ever comes over, we have to be like, yes, they don't want to oversaturate because I don't want to make him upset. So this is just like me and you talk, but like, so like in front of like company, it's like, yeah, oversaturation, what a bitch. But like me and you, I don't know. Well, I don't know. That just doesn't seem. I don't know. I don't know. I just want to be supportive of my man and promote my book.
You need a minute to decompress. If you start running to press interviews right away, it's like,
no, you're right. I
good
mean,
for you.
that's you said it best. You need a minute. That's what I said to you when we were having a drink and talking about it. I said she just needs a minute, and she deserves the grace of the public and all her supporters and people
Alan said that again,
watch this trial with interest from an intellectual and an emotional standpoint.
I thought that was interesting. She deserves the grace from the people that supported her, watched and listened and did everything to help her. Interesting. And I 100% agree with that.
To give her that grace to take that minute.
What do you think that was about? Hot take. Here's my hot take. I think well, it's funny. It's funny, right? A little shade says James, right? Yeah, I think that's what that was about too. I think that's what that was about too. And I have to say this. He is so jealous, right? I can't even like say hi to the guy at Dunkin' Donuts without him being like, who's that? And I think because, you know, we did the Wilbur and we had the show together, he thinks that he's a threat. And I was like, babe, no. That's my homie. No. you are my, don't think anything else, right? And he was like, oh, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you guys would actually really like each other, right? Like, I'm whatever. I'm just saying whatever at this point, right? I'm like, you guys would like each other. It doesn't mean like, don't think that like, that's not happening. And he's like, really? Then why, what? You don't, what? I was like, stop it. I'm like, Peter, stop. You're getting like this again. Peter, stop it. So I'm, you know, I can't, he's jealous, which I kind of like, right? It makes me a little like, yeah, fight. But we got to just remind him that what the fuck is, what is wrong with me? I'm trying really hard to stay in character. What is all right. We got he's let's just, we can't talk about this anymore. What else is going on, guys? Sorry. What else? What else? How was everyone else's weekend? Oh my god. Okay, I already read this. Do you have a new of a ring? Peter thinks I do. Thank you. It's fair use. Give it hell and raw dog. Meatball, Jesus, you are so unhinged. This is why I can't introduce him to you guys yet. Melanie says, I truly love you. Also, my friend Alana says hi. Thank you, Melanie, and hi, Alana. Mr. O says, I had the taser and ski masks ready to go. Listen, Mr. O, we just can't tell Peter that we're doing that thing, okay? And then we can't tell him. Just let him think that, like, because he's gonna ask. Oksana Luke says, why is your boyfriend we know wearing a helmet today? Well, it's because listen, we don't question what don't let him get in his own mind, okay? Just like, I'll tell you, I don't know why. I just let him do his thing. And I'm like, you look cool. That looks great. And he likes to wear a little helmet. You know what I mean? You make sure you're safe. Safety first. That's why I can't, like what Meatball said with the raw dog. I can't be doing that. And K Schmidt gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, K Schmidt, for gifting to the community of the classroom. The classroom appreciates it. I'm hot. I'm warm. Hold. Oh, guys. I got a new camera, right? I got like a nicer camera for the classroom and I set it up and I don't know if I like it. And I also don't know if it slows things down. Do you want to see it? Should we pop it on for a second? Because like the learning part of class is over. Now it's like fun. I think we should, I want you guys to, I want your opinion on it. Because I'm kind of like, maybe I should return it. The classroom is looking better, Heidi, but yes, you're right. That fucking leaky roof. I wanna get with you. You're so beautiful. So damn beautiful. You're so beautiful. Okay. Hold. Okay, so the angle's going to be different, right? So hold, but I don't know if you're going to like it because it's a little more far away because it's like an actual camera, so you have to like set it up to fucking something. Okay. Okay, hold. Oh, wait, no, you can set up a second one, I think. Hold on. Hold. I think you can have two. Yeah, you can. I've seen BLT do it. Hold on. How do you do this shit? No, I can't be learning on the fly. I wanna get with you. You're so beautiful. No, right now I'm on my laptop camera, hon. Okay, so this is the different one, but I don't know what I think about it. I'm not sure. I don't know if I should stick with this or if I should change, but this is what it would look like with the different. I know, right? Very, very different, but I'm not sure. Big no. It says CJ Trek. See, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not. I don't know. So let's do a poll. Let's do a poll. Mouth isn't syncing. Yeah, and I also think like it slows things down. Like I think you have to be slow on it. Like I think you can't do any movement. Like if I move a lot like this, I think it fucks things up. But I'm not sure. I don't know. It's really fucking hard to put it directly behind the laptop. Like if you put it up on the thing where like the computer was, it like looks a little weird. Hold on. Now I'm back normal to how we usually do. But I'm looking at you because like it's coming from my computer. So it's like up here, I can see it, boom over here. So like whatever. But I can't look into the camera when it's not because I can't hook it up. I'll try a couple other fucking ways. Okay, I'll try a couple other fucking ways. We'll see. Word, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I kind of wanted to get one because like this person says that Andrea Burkhart has her lighting set up, blah blah blah. That like I noticed that there are some streamers where I really, really, really like their like visual setup. Like Rakita. I'm like, what is that? What is that? Andrea, I'm like, what the fuck? That's magic. Baker, Emily D. Baker. I'm like, huh. I looked it up and it's something called a DSL camera, dick sucking lips camera. So Peter was like, you're the expert at that. And I was like, I know. He's like, so just go get one. So I got one and that's it. Right. So I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. We'll figure it out. Yeah, and then I was thinking that too. Like you could set up another camera and do like other things. Like Lady Zelda does that when she's like reading cards. She'll like have her card out on like 2 cameras. Okay. Sorry. Gene B became a new classroom member. Gene B, welcome to the classroom. FKF 2025 says he said saturate. Ew, I can't unhear it. Oh, it's not a gross word. We need saturate. It's not that bad. Saturate? That's not that bad. The leaky roof made the colors behind you run. Really? All right. I can't wait to like look at it when I get back. Thank you, Meatball. For the leaky roof. Love you, Jimmy. You always brighten my mornings. Oh, thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. I like that. I like to hear that very much, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, so I hope you guys took something out of today's media criticism class. I'm really hoping to one day, one of these classrooms, I want to hear more about this observational theory that they were talking about, because they couldn't get through it. I'm talking about JFK, James, and Kev. They couldn't get through it with all you guys like screaming and like, I know it's a chat room, but you were screaming at them. And I want to hear it. I want to hear all of it without anyone losing their ever-loving shit on someone else's different thoughts. So maybe they can come and like discuss their media criticism. I think that would be nice. I would love to hear. I would love to just sit and what? Oh, that's right, motherfucker. Oh, I gotta read that. Yeah. I gotta read the Venmos. You guys are gonna laugh at this. Okay. I get a Venmo this morning. Dwayne, listen up. Listen up, okay? I was blasting Ace of Base this morning, by the way. And when she woke up late in the morning light, and the day had just begun, open up the darkness, and oh, what a morning. It was an imperfection when the morning is goodbye. Beware of what is not there, been there. She's going to get you all that she wants. Here's another baby. Heather said, it's my birthday, bitch, so there better be a class and a whole page of compliments about me. Fuck Dwayne and his fake-ass birthday. That was funny. Fuck Dwayne and his fake-ass birthday. That was funny. That was funny. That's light banter. That is some light banter. I liked it. Okay, because someone told me that Dwayne's birthday was Saturday, and I made him a balloon, and it's actually not. It's not until fucking January. And I had a whole thing set up, and obviously she was jealous. Duh. Just like Peter. It's okay. I get it. So KY Heather, let's go through some of your comments on your birthday. Your comments that you've submitted to the classroom, and we'll pick out a few funny ones. Let me see. Okay. Play next. I can open you up right here. Oh, my cats are barking again. Hold on. Okay, KY. KY, the first comment you ever left was, on having company number 16, Joe Flipperhead, was the first time you ever commented. So you're a thirsty one. You wrote things like, we don't follow bitches who turn off comments. We are all on Xanax. Move, bitch. I ain't a killer, but don't push me is stuck in my head. Then you commented on the day 7 pregame, heavily medicated. Oh, you are wild. When I look at your grades like this, you are so wild. Clonnies have to be running low in Canton. Everyone is on them. Can we judge people now? Okay, these are the type of people that take this class. I can just tell. Completely unhinged. They just type and they just send, and they don't really think, and that's okay. I don't want you to. It's fine, because I don't really care, right? And no one doesn't bother me. We don't take anything personally here. But you look at like the history of it, you're like, okay, there might be some patterns. You know, there might be some fucking patterns here, and those are your patterns. And we love you, and that's okay. And happy birthday, okay? Happy birthday, hon. Ronnie's just a normal Asian was one of them. I have my kids' stupid field day fucking up my morning. I Venmo my kids' teachers money for beer. Can't handle those fuckers all day. The queen bee, that's me. I'm definitely not allowed to chaperone field trips. Oh, on a totally different stream. Call Dunkin' Donuts and have them get me more soy milk. Then we have a moment of self-realization. You say, I don't know if I can behave in this chat room. This one says, buy me a gay grimace shake, butt man. Can we at least get an update on Red Truck Guy since you moved to McGayville? Another one, just walked by Gay Zone at Target. Hashtag Pride Month. Bella's mom killed John. JFK is all the turtles in Finding Nemo. Just gonna ignore my super chat? Cool, fuck off. Never sending a super gay chat again. Ignoring me while on my key cycle is fucked up. Stop inviting newbies in here. Fucking newbies. I told you. And this was like a month after she's been in the chat room. I love that we're back to swearing now. How's Red Truck Guy? Any update? This is like chronological too. This is really fucking funny. I don't like more bitch ass people coming in here. Oh my God. Love you, Dwayne. So she does love Dwayne. Can we talk about O'Queef? Sometimes Jimmy oversleeps 5 hours. It's totally fine. Give me a wrench. Just kidding. I hate making decisions. I want to ride a roller coaster with Marky Mark. I'm Darlene. Who the fuck are you? Oh my God. I don't think I can ever go back to Starbucks. What do you do? What are you doing? What? Dude, you're out of your fucking mind. That shit's funny though. Oh my God, dude, that's funny. That was funny stuff. Oh, all right. That's all I got, hon. That's all I got for this morning's class. Does anyone have any comments they would like to add or any questions? Go ahead and place it in. And if not, I hope you had a wonderful day. Please give the stream a like. It helps out the classroom roof that leaks. Oh, what else did I have to say? Oh, YouTube has been unsubscribing people left and right from all kinds of shit. Make sure you subscribed. Hold on. Okay. Wait, hold on, my bad. Meatball Morrissey says, KY Heather is just a normal mom. KY Heather is far from a fucking normal mom. I don't even know if she's really a mom. I don't know what's going on with her. Leanne Panique says, have a dilemma and need your help. Emailed my 5th grade teachers about fundraising for camp. Email was rah that we can raise funds. And now I own it. I'm so cooked. Leanne, can you explain this a little bit more? I don't really know what this means. Does that mean that you have to raise all the fun? What does that mean? What's the, I don't see, you're going to have to write something else in here. And let me look out for you, Leanne Panique, so I can make sure that I get it. Hold on. My heart just jumped out of my fucking throat because I didn't know if this was the, because it kind of, at 2, I don't, probably not. I'll probably watch it because you know why I'm saying probably not is because like when you watch it as it's happening, like you're watching to figure out like what's going on, like technically, which I can't fucking tell you, but I'll tell you this is what I'll do. I won't watch it and I'll wait and we'll watch it our first time with you. That way you get all your roxiness out of the fucking way. So if you being like, this means that could like get that all out, like get the crazy psycho all out. And when I watch it, I will be discovering it for the first time. You already know what the deals are with it. You can fill me in on the shit I don't know, and then I can just judge and watch people's body language. Okay, great. Okay, Melanie, we're going to have to look you up too then. When's your birthday? I'm looking for Leanne, and I'm wondering if you answered, hon. They volunteered me. I was like, oh, wait. So you emailed a teacher I think it's Libra season. Well, I'm not as funny as Heather. It's my birthday today. All right, we're going to read yours too, baby. If that's funny. You said, okay, I get that. I don't know. If you want me to, I will on your birthday. It's a birthday thing we can do. So wait, you emailed the teacher talking about raising funds, probably having ideas, right? And being like, we should do this. Coming from you, Leanne. Now, either this is what you do. You gotta do it now. You shouldn't have emailed her if you didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, oh, hon, you kind of this maybe not their fault. Because if someone ever came to me and was like, I want to do this, I'd be like, great, go ahead and do it. People got a lot of shit to do, Their job description is not to you take your ideas and go ahead and start a whole campaign with it. They don't get paid for that. They get paid for a certain thing. They get judged. Their kids got to be testing on a certain thing at a certain time, right? Their room got to be up to date. The objectives got to be on the board. Right, but how many parents so think about this. Say you got 30 kids in a classroom. They're asking parents to do it. Say 6 of the parents respond, and that's even a lot. And then one person seems the most like out there about what they should do. Yeah, you're getting that job. No one's, that's you. Yeah, I need details on, like, if you have an issue or something you want to bring up in class, I need I need all the details as possible in order to, and it's going to be a fucking great year. Either it's going to be your last or the first of many. You decide. What kind of job do you want to do? Do you hate this? Do you never want to do this again? Then fuck it up, right? Don't do a good job. Do it wrong. But if you want to keep doing it, then do it well. But yeah, go ahead and email me what's up and we'll readdress this tomorrow. Here it is if you need the address again, 3Bs. Yeah, I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know what the story is here. Because my sister did PTA for a while, and I know how stressful it is, and I know how annoying it can get, and I don't know why anyone would ever do that or put up with it. Seems irritating to me. Yes, DJ Drake, you can. Yeah, you can email me about anything. Whether or not you get a prompt response is never guaranteed. But yeah, go ahead on Free Country right there. Fill it up. Now let me check Melanie's, because she did have an emotional response to that. And then we're wrapping it up. And if you are inside and the day is right and not begun, open up your eyes and thought, oh, what a morning. Melanie with 3 E's. You started hanging out with us on February 25th of this year. I have a girlfriend. I'm not gay. He's a mean gay. My brother-in-law is a mean gay. I'd rather have the approval of a mean gay. LTL is a hottie. If I saw cocaine in my house, I would have done it. I'll always be horny for Yannetti. I'm so late to class, bro. Damn, Melanie. This is kind of cool. Okay. Let's do more. This is a fun new segment. Dwayne needs me to comment. Why are you... Dwayne says you're out. Let's go through Dwayne's. Let's just go through Dwayne's because Dwayne's have been wild. I'm angry. I need your British accent to calm me down. All right. Oh, Dwayne, don't worry. It will be fine. British accents are right here. We could just pretend it's your birthday. Let's just pretend that it's your birthday. Dwayne sent his first chat. Oh, God, Dwayne fucking been a part of this for a while. Oh, but you know what, Dwayne? You changed your YouTube name, remember? So your old ones aren't in here. This is just your ones since the 2024 Free Karen Read Superlative nominations. You tell me, you say, time this bitch out. I don't know who you're talking to. You said, time this bitch out. I'm playing How Many Slips on my TV. My neighbor just asked if I could turn it down. I want to see fun where you like yell at people. Always giving roses. Brennan needs to stop sucking on helium balloons. When I took away memberships for a month, you came and you were like yelling at Uncle Frank. You were like, why is my name not green? Oh, you're always being so kind to people. Jimmy would off a bitch. And like that part of you doesn't always come out that often. If the feeding trough is out, then it will be Nagel. Fuck with me, you get the wrath. Waiting on Nagel's feeding trough. Stop asking Auntie Deb's age. He's timeless. Jimmy's timing out bitches this morning. But he's always being kind to everyone. But he does have a side that he doesn't want to fuck with. This is very telling of you guys. I kind of like this. All right, we'll do one more. Because we got to save it. You know, we don't want to be oversaturated. Do peg leg cooter. Okay. I don't see her. Okay, peg leg cooter. PLC. You know what, PLC? Yeah, you know me. Let's hear some MC Lunchbox. Oh, you've been around for a while. They serve it at the Olive Garden. He really is a dramatic gay bitch. Is your pinky out? Dramatic gay starfish. Do you throw neck good? The lawyer you owe. They were talking about that. They were talking about that incident with Grant and Jess Machado and Aiden at the courthouse at the Maz's fundraiser yesterday. They were like just going over like how kind of like iconic it was. And I did start thinking about that song. I'm like, oh, I miss it. And like, I wonder if I still have it. It's MC Lunchbox's Lo-Fi Towel Jams. Let me see if I have it. It's so good.
Man. Ma'am. That's assault. Ma'am. That's assault. Ma'am. Rape. Get up. Ma'am. Drop that chair. Ma'am. That's assault. Ma'am. That's assault. Ma'am. Rape. Get up. Ma'am. Rape. Get up. Drop that chair here. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. Ma'am. That's assault.
My nephew loves this, by the way, still.
You cannot touch me like that. Oh, I will be telling them exactly what happened. Rape. Get up. Rape. Get up. Ma'am. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. That's assault. We have video of her just touching. How did that change?
So I will be.
Excuse me. She just. Ma'am. Excuse me. Rape. Get up. That's assault. Drop that chair. Ma'am. You cannot touch me like that. Rape. Get up. Rape. Get up. Rape. Get. That's rape. Get up. Rape. Get up. Oh, I will be telling them. Rape. Get up. Rape. Get up. That's assault. Drop that. That's assault. That's assault. Drop that. Rape. Get. That's assault. Drop that chair here. We have video of her just touching. These people are going to eject you from this line. How did that change?
So I will be.
Assault. It is incredibly inappropriate.
I will.
You cannot touch me like that. That's assault. Rape. Get up. Drop that chair here. Ma'am, you cannot touch me like that. It is that's assault. Rape. Get up. That's assault. Rape. Get up. Drop that chair. Ma'am. Drop that chair. Ma'am. Drop that chair. Ma'am. These people are
people are going to eject you from this line.
Rape. Get up. That's rape. Get up. That's rape. Get up. That's assault. Rape. Get up. Ma'am. Rape. Get up. Oh, I will. Ma'am. That's assault. That's assault. Oh, I will be telling them exactly what happened.
Melanie, why you lying? Why you lying? You are lying through your teeth. Listen, it's okay. You know, it's okay. It's okay. Listen. When I first started this whole shindig and this whole shebang, and I realized that this thing even existed on YouTube, I would turn on LTL streams and I'd be like, why do I kind of want to, like, in and out, moments of in and out, like in and out moments of like, what was that thought that just crossed my, yeah, so shut up. It's okay. We're all human. We're all human beings. At the end of the day, we're just a bunch of whores. You know, maybe I was on my key cycle, a little extra aggressive that week. Who knows? Who fucking cares? No big deal. It's no big deal. Okay, let me get my Gabby Wendy up and say goodbye to my favorite people. Gabby's up. Hold. Let me see if I can send you guys anywhere. It started working again, and then it fucked up again, being like my ability to send people places. So, but hold on. No, it won't let me do it on what the dude. YouTube Studio is so weird. Like sometimes it lets you do things, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes shit works, sometimes it's so strange. Yeah, sorry. But I can end it though. Okay. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope everyone is kind to each other. I hope you don't take anything too seriously, right? Life is very serious, but we don't take it too seriously. And Yeah, I'll see if I can set up thank you for the input on the camera. And thank you for coming to our media criticism class today. I look forward to class again tomorrow. Yes, we were going to read. I know it said reading. We were going to read. But my boyfriend had an issue, and that's more important. So, sorry. God bless. Listen, darling, that's an amateur move. Okay. You know you got to stretch before because you'll pull a muscle. So you definitely got to stretch and you got to do your exercises before you throw your neck. Dwayne wants how many? Okay, if I have that, Dwayne, hold on. If I don't have it, then I'll put, I do have it. Hold, let me see if I can play it. Hold on, Dwayne. Dwayne, hold on. Because you know what's funny? A lot of people don't know that I did like Karen Reed skits. Like not a lot of people know that are like in here. They're like, oh, I found you through this. And like, in my opinion, everyone has just been here from the beginning. That's like in my mind. That's what I think. That's not the case, Ellen. That's not true. JFK, when I was watching him, he was like, Deb got started on Nurse Kim. And now look at him. I'm like, oh. Like, okay. I thought it was funny. Hold on. Yeah, I got you. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Hold on, though. I don't know if it's going to yell at me. Give me a sec. This is all for Dwayne, so I don't care what you think. Hold on. Can you just be right with you? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, I can do it. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. Sure. Bye, Gabby. Today we're not going to have Gabby's outro. We're going to do this for Dwayne. Okay. Everyone, God bless. Have a wonderful day and be well and good to each other. See you in the next class. Bye. Fucking love the Queen's Court. Bye. Bye. Yup. 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 Done. Sold. Yes. Yeah.
Jesus, Leo. Lally, wow. Oh, my good God. Wow. I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of cases. Oh, hell. I go at my own paces. A trooper, his name was Paul. He had a Queen Bev Rules poster on his wall. He asked me to join him at the policeman's ball. And he'd buy me a claw at the waterfall. Yannetti spaghetti. Built like a horse, needs to get the last word in, of course. And now, the Hill's representing. When he gets out of line, Mr. Jackson, no commenting. He acts and says, who cares, I'm rich. If I give a little lip, he shouts, pull up, bitch. Bukaki, he's not Pooper Tractor. Big Benny Ben, that's who I'm after. None of them deny that I got the X Factor. It's the Great White Shark Super Attractor. Oh my goodness. Is it the end of the day? Monday. When's the 4th? Okay, sidebar right now. Is this falling on deaf ears? A lot of traffic for the Get to sidebar right now. If you're cruising down the pike, I'll allow it sight. Rally, watch the stop. Really do a sidebar. Cause if you see a blonde crab walking by you, ha! That's Bev the Overrider, dressed in all black with a ciggy in my pack. Lunatics up in here, I call the voir dire. All the court fees you could never afford. Sitting pretty, baby, Madam Court Reporter. 7 a.m. my scone's full of crayon. If you don't speak up, I'm turning off the fan. Turn it off. Call up my ex from back in the day. Cause nothing goes better with crab than Old Bay. Straight out of UMass in Norfolk I reign. Days off when I want, this is crab domain. Deliberate again till I let us proceed. And you'll catch me saying, this is funny, Miss Reed. All right, this is my friggin' courtroom. I ain't fucking around. You heard me. My courtroom.